Good afternoon, guys. I've driven out about 2.5 hours northeast of Perth with Virat Shah and Trevor Dobson, and we're at a little spot called Cowcowing Lakes, which is just north of Darwin. We're out here to shoot a little bit of summer Milky Way astrophotography. We've found some nice cracking pressure ridges. We're hoping to get some interesting foregrounds that will have Orion rising up over the back here, so we'll be able to shoot across these pressure ridges. And also we've got a couple of interesting lone trees. I'll show you a little bit of what we've found here at the moment. So we've just walked around the lake a little bit and we found a couple of interesting dead trees. And while we're exploring around the dead trees, we've also found some nice mud cracking at the base of the trees here. So this is due south. That will line up perfectly for a circular star trail. So we'll be coming back here, just setting up the cameras just before nightfall. And I think we'll get some nice shots here. Okay guys, I'm here with Trevor Dobson, who you've met on a recent video. So Trevor, what have you found here?
We have found some nice mud cracking on the ground, and this very large, quite spectacular looking dead tree. I'm going to place the camera around about here and use these mud cracks here in the foreground, do some focus stacking on that, and then yeah, I'm thinking probably portrait mode rather than, because usually I do a landscape when I do star trails, but I'm thinking this time it'll look good in portrait mode. So just to get that little bush and this mud cracking in the direct foreground, just to, you know, so there's no like negative space. It's pretty much the plan.
Awesome, thanks Trev. Another interesting little lone tree here. This one is aligning more out to the east, so we'll get a beautiful full summer Milky Way pano here with the Milky Way pretty much rising and arching right the way through here. That'll work out quite well. So we'll have Orion more out through this way, and then Carina and Southern Cross region through here, so lots of hydrogen alpha in here. So yeah, I think this will be another interesting little composition. So I've got some beautiful colours of Venus belt on the horizon as the sun sets. We've got some more cracking here on the Salt Lake. This is due east, so we'll have a nice Milky Way, summer Milky Way arch behind me, sort of stretching around towards the south. And Orion will be coming up through this region if I want to focus on that with a slightly deeper focal length, maybe a 35 or 85. So yeah, really looking forward to the evening. Wind's dropping, virtually completely calm. A few flies, but that's not too bad. And beautiful clear skies, as you can see above me. So should be a productive evening. Moon's coming up around 1:30, or was it 2:30? Can't remember. Quite late in the evening. But it's only about an 8% moon, so that shouldn't cause us too many issues. Might just light the foreground nicely for us. Okay, gonna go and grab a bite to eat and set up some gear for the time lapses. First shoot with the Sony A7 IV, so as a die-hard Nikon shooter, this should be an interesting experience for me. So we're back at the tree, setting up for star trails. I'm going to shoot a foreground with the cracking to start with, and focus stack that, and then I'll set up ready for the star trails with time lapse. So I probably won't talk you through too much of this because I'm assuming I'm going to make a bit of a hash of it to start with. So anyway, I'll proceed on with this, and fingers crossed I can work it out. Okay guys.
Ground. Quick light, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Okay, I'll turn this off.
Here.
Okay, so this is our setup, guys. We've got the tree in the background, a tree there, and then we've got this is my camera here. That's the Sony A7 IV with a 14mm f1.8 lens. So I've got it set for 30-second exposures, f2 ISO, what did I set it to? ISO 800. Virat's got his Nikon Z6 III with his 14 to 24, I believe. And Trevor over the back here, Nikon D5500.
Yep.
With a Takina 11 to 16.
Yep.
So yeah, pretty good setup. And there's the boys patiently waiting for me to stop filming. Okay, so we'll roll the cameras and move on to our next composition. Time to set up for some track shots now. So I'm going to set up for a 35mm. So I'll go ahead and set that up now. Okay, so I've got the wedge set up. We're pointing due south, 180 degrees. And I've got the inclination set to 31 degrees, which is our latitude. So we should now be polar aligned. We'll drop the tracker on, set the move, shoot, move, the Alan Wallace V bracket. It needs to be nice and tight. Next we just drop the Benro 3-way geared head on. Camera. Turn our tracker on for south. Find a star. Checking our focus. That looks pretty good to me. And yeah. So I think we're pretty good to go. I'm going to turn out the lights and get shooting. Right, Virat, how was that for you?
Oh, it was a great shot till the last couple of minutes, but yeah, overall we had 4 cameras going, some star trails and some track sky and astro mode camera.
Yeah.
But it was fantastic.
But you had a bit of an unfortunate discovery at the end there.
Yeah, I was shooting in JPEG, so gonna be fun editing in JPEG, which not a lot of data.
Yeah, so Virat this was Virat's first outing with his Astro modified camera, and he discovered partway through the shoot that the camera had been reset, and so it's gone back to shooting in JPEG, which he hadn't noticed, which is a bit of a mistake that we could have all made.
I'm not sure when the last time I did editing in JPEG, but we'll find out soon.
Yeah. And yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see what I've got as well, because I was shooting first outing with the new Sony A7 IV, so that was a bit challenging, trying to work out where all the settings were. And first outing with a drone too, so we'll see whether we got anything from that. Anyway, that's what the summer months are for, having a bit of a play and learning some new things. We got some nice, I think we got a nice summer Milky Way.
Yep, look good.
Yeah, vertical as well. So we got the panorama and the vertical Milky Way, star trails, and yeah. So hopefully all of that's come out. Trevor, the Phantom, is here somewhere, phantoming around, loitering in the background there.
He's about to walk in.
What is it, about 2 o'clock now?
2 a.m. Yep.
Yeah,
We've
2
been
a.m.,
shooting for
so-
8 hours now.
Yeah, it's been a pretty long one. Okay, guys. Hope you enjoy the images at the end, and hopefully Virat's got something he can share with me as well, and maybe Trevor. And we'll catch you on the next adventure. Catch you guys.
See you guys.
I see. You can see you loitering in the background there, Trevor.